the beginnings of my duct tape wallet. I still have to think of a more substantial way of closing it than this, but billfold, card pockets, change purse. So, if you think of anything else this needs, or of any way to close it, let me know. In honor of cleaning the bathtub, we are now having goat races.
And it's bathtub day!
It is bathtub day.
Happy bathtub day!
And so what is your ship called?
It's the HMS Fear No Evil.
As we well know, I like spring power from the mousetrap race cars. We should do that. We should get mousetraps and make mousetraps race cars.
So we can do who gets furthest.
Or we can just see how they run and then...
Yeah.
I think I've wound that enough without it breaking. Water is very warm.
I know, I can feel it.
Even though it's on cold. There's nothing half so much worth doing as simply messing about in boats. For serving the purposes of a submarine, it doesn't sink very well. But... and it also doesn't propel very well. Oh, that's just sad. Look at that.
Maybe
the propeller fell. I mean, my poor people have drowned. Almost.
That's cool, but
they sink well. Help! We have scurvy. What do you do with captives of pirate ships?
make them walk the plank.
That's true, but I don't see much of an incentive for them to let go. Why would you bother with a plank? You can just toss them overboard.
But plank is so much more dramatic.
There was one torpedo still left from the sub that attacked. How long are you going to last, little many people? I've been working with a vocal coach. There's no one condemning you, lined up like lemmings who led to the water. Pricing for them to realize your disguise is slipping. Say it was horrible. Can't. Now you know my range. Do a vlog.
I think we've kind of had too much fun.
There are people dying of thirst in Africa, you know.
They should come here. Green Lantern shirts are now kind of rivaling the Zim shirts. I also got a blister.
Peg leg.
Peg leg and comparatively.
Oh my god, you actually have
like even the dreadlocks that stick straight up don't even compare with your head. Let's go on an adventure, kids. Okay. An ode to Paul Revere. Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere. On the 18th of April in 75, hardly a man is now still alive who remembers the famous day and year. From town to night, and fall into the river, hang a lantern aloft, just as the moon rose over the bay. They climbed the tower to the Old North Church by the wooden stairs where still...
you can see it.
Ah.
This is our character.
Everyone's a friend of Paul Revere. Beneath in the churchyard lay the dead in their night. I don't think they're recent dead. As it went creeping along from tent to tent and seemed to whisper, "All is well."
All is well.
Has an exclamation point.
This is so boring. I don't remember this bit.
Meanwhile, impatient to mount and ride, by the steed flying fearless and fleet, that all was well.
All is well.
The fate of a nation was riding that night.
In a boat.
And
In a boat.
in a boat.
Not sure.
And this, I know. The boat says, "Nee!" And one was safely asleep in his bed, who at the bridge would be first to fall. Aww. Who that day would be lying dead, pierced by the British musket ball. How are you going to depict that?
Well, I did. He was a bridge and then he fell.
Aw.
I don't know if he got it on tape, but it happened.
Okay. Chasing the redcoats down the lane, then crossing the fields and to emerge again under the trees and the turns of the road, and only pausing to fire and load. So through the night rode Paul Revere, and so through the night when his cry of alarm, to the Middlesex village and farm a cry
This
of
is Paul Revere, he can't die.
a cry of defiance and not of fear. A voice in the darkness, a knock at the door. Holy crap. Through all our history to the last, in the hour of darkness and peril and need, the people will waken and listen to heed. And the midnight message of Paul Revere. That doesn't rhyme with steed. Technically, we're not supposed to have lighters.
I know. The fire alarm goes
Dude,
off.
half of the campus smokes. I'm probably the only person with a lighter who doesn't.
Pirates win, open ninjas, and whatever you are.
I guess the robots pwn.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the robots.
But do robots pwn the ninjas?
I think so.
Is the
They're killing
question.
machines.
But they're both killing machines.
That's true.
Although one's an actual machine. In my defense, I already wrote my history paper, so this is more of an intermediate stress buster before going back and checking it